Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be a new makeup releases must or bust. This is my version of a will I buy it video, which of course the credit for that goes to Samantha March. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, I'm Yori. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope you're going to enjoy this one and consider subscribing to my channel so that you can join me for a future video. Thank you to my returning subscribers. I really appreciate your continued love and support, especially those that comment on my videos. Thank you to the first 5 commenters on my previous video. I really appreciate your engaging with my channel, and I love to chit chat makeup with you in the comment section. Those that have YouTube channels will have the YouTube logo and be linked down below in case you're interested in supporting some of my YouTube friends. Now, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into the video. I've only ever done one version of this video, which I will link up in the cards, but seeing as how 2021 is going to be my year of Operation Curation, where I curate my entire makeup collection, especially all those eyeshadow palettes, I want to be a little bit smarter about what I'm bringing into my collection. I will be sharing the details of Operation Curation shortly. I'm kind of getting the rules together and incorporating some of the suggestions that you gave me in that Get Ready With Me video where I shared the ideas with you. Lastly, if you enjoyed today's look, it's from the Vivid Rose palette by Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and if that video is already up, I will link it up in the card so that you can check that one out as well. My sources for the new makeup releases are a couple of Instagram accounts. Mostly my sources for these videos are a couple of Instagram accounts as well as the brand websites, but for the most part I will be using some of the Instagram accounts that I follow, and they are going to be Beauty News Official, Chic Profile Official, Hotfire.makeup, Makeup Crazy, and Makeup World News, as well as Trend Mood 1. I will have all their names on the screen and link all the accounts in the description box in case you're interested in checking them out. I'll also leave their handles on the pictures that I'll be posting up on the screen as we chit chat about the new releases. So the first one I wanted to talk about is about the Fenty Beauty Foundation. So it is going to be available in 50 shades, which is amazing. It's supposed to blur the look of pores without looking ashy. It's lightweight and non-cakey and no flashback. I have really dry skin, and so powder foundations are not something that I gear towards too much. I did buy one some time ago by JCat Beauty. It was the Aquasurance foundation, which was getting a lot of hype. I bought it. I never used it, which is exactly why I have to do this project. And I have it in my collection. I've been curious about the one by Makeup Forever, which also got really great reviews. But since I do have that one by JCat Beauty, I think I should experiment with that one a little bit before I invest into a higher end foundation to see if it's something that I would even enjoy. For the most part, I use luminous liquid foundations, maybe cream foundations in stick form. But other than that, I haven't experimented too much into powder foundations, and so I don't want my first venture into that to be at a prestige price range. But I think, you know, Fenty Beauty does foundation shade ranges really amazingly well. I've liked their other 2 foundations reasonably well, and so I think it's a good overall addition to their collection. The next thing I wanted to talk about is by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm not sure if this is even going to be available in the US. Not all of the MAC collections come to the US, but this is something for Lunar New Year, and it is called the Moon Masterpiece Collection, I believe. It is for the Chinese New Year collection, and this one has what looked to be koi fish on the MAC highlighter. Of course, this is just double gleam highlighter, which is a repeated shade. I have it in my collection several times already, but the way that this is laid out, it looks like the Pisces symbol, and I am a Pisces, so I'm really excited about it. I think it's beautiful. I would love to be able to have it in my collection as a collector item since it is so pretty, and I wouldn't have to use it because, like I said, I have double gleam already. I'm not sure if this is something that's going to be coming to the US, but I think it is unique, and MAC limited edition products do have a tendency to be limited edition in terms of the packaging, and I honestly wouldn't mind having that one. Next, let's chit chat about something by Too Faced, and if I keep looking down, I have my phone, I have my notes in my phone, and they have a lot of these little mini palettes which are really cute, travel friendly, but they're more on the neutral side. I do kind of like that lavender looking one, but I have all of those shades in my collection, including from Too Faced. What I really wanted to mention here were these liners. So Too Faced has this sweet peach line and all of these cutesy things, but then they come out with their eyeliner and they call it Killer Liner, which is just I don't know, I just feel like their brand is a little bit disjointed. They go like on opposite ends of the spectrum and just, it doesn't seem to fit. I do like that they're saying that it's 36 hours because usually liner doesn't last in my waterline very well. And I see that they do have a cream colored shade, which I do like to use on my waterline. Right now I'm using the one by NARS in Rue Bonaparte and it lasts okay. So I am curious about those liners, but mostly I just wanted to comment about the name since it just seems so separate from the rest of the collection. Next, I wanted to mention something from Charlotte Tilbury. So it looks like she's coming out with 3 new Hollywood Flawless Eye Filter Luxury palettes. So these are going to be her quads and they have really nice Hollywood stamps on there. Charlotte Tilbury has surprisingly become one of my favorite brands. When I'm on work duty, her products are just my go-tos. I love the setting powder. I like the bronzer okay. The highlighter this year, wow, it's one of my favorite products from this year. Absolutely, I really love that. And I've really been enjoying her eyeshadow quads. Queen of Glow is one of my favorite ones. I reviewed her Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette on my channel. I love that. So it's really a brand I've consistently enjoyed. And here she has 3 quads. I particularly like the one that has the black shade in it, but I probably will not be picking up any of these right away. I was lucky enough to be able to get the Fire Rose palette, which I'm hearing is limited edition and not coming back, which is really high in demand and it's getting a lot of really good reviews. I haven't even been able to use that one, so I definitely have no business considering buying new ones. And these are, after all, neutral shades that I can kind of mimic within my existing collection, including the ones that I have in my Charlotte Tilbury collection. So even though I think these are really nice and I like the one that has the black shade in it, I will be passing on these for now. Next, I wanted to mention something from Dior because it just looks so beautiful. And I originally thought that these were blushes, but they are actually eyeshadow trios and they are called the Trio Blique Eyeshadow Palettes. They are supposed to be released for spring, and so I think they're going to be their limited edition spring collection. And those, they're not the easiest things to get your hands on, and I had a horrible shopping experience from the Dior website. A friend of mine had an even worse shopping experience from the Dior website. I received really damaged products. They never replaced them. They never refunded them. I'm having to file a claim through my credit card company, and it's just, it left a really bad taste in my mouth, to be honest. My friend had to file a PayPal claim to get her money back. I wish I had paid with PayPal and I would have had my money back by now. But I just, as pretty as these look, I thought they were blushes with like a highlighter in the middle. As eyeshadows, I can definitely pass on those. And my shopping experience just, it was not good. I really don't recommend shopping from the Dior website. I'm sorry. Just based on those 2 experiences alone, my own and my friends, this is an easy pass. Next, we have a limited edition collection from NARS. I love the NARS limited edition collections for their packaging. I think that they're so pretty and I have quite a few in my collection already. This one seems to have some lip products in it as well as a 6-pan eyeshadow palette and a cheek duo. If I were going to pick up anything from this collection, which is called the Claudette collection, I believe it just came available on Sephora right now for Rouge members, I would pick up the cheek duo. It is so cute. I like the colors. I like that it has like a neutral shade that would go with anything, and then a peachier blush, which I do enjoy a peachy blush. And also these appear to be more matte, and I'm just grateful that it's not Orgasm and Laguna again. At least I hope not. On the screenshot that I have, I don't have the shade names, but I don't think it's gonna be Orgasm and Laguna. And so I think that that duo is the best. I have a lot of NARS lip products already with mask wearing and everything else, at least for the time being. I'm not going to be investing in these lip products. I'm really happy with my NARS lip product collection. I even have, I don't know if you can see, there's a red like box up there. That is a collection, an entire collection that I bought of NARS lip products, and I am yet to use them. So I'm not allowed to buy any of these lip products, but the cheek duo looks really cute. Next is a hair treatment mask that is going to be released by Sol de Janeiro. I love Sol de Janeiro. I love the Boom Boom Cream and the Shower Cream especially. Those are my 2 favorite products. This is a hair mask and it's supposed to be a hair repair treatment mask. It's going to retail for $36. Is really pricey, but let's be honest, Sol de Janeiro is a really pricey brand. I did get to try out their hair products, their shampoo as well as the conditioner, and I thought that they were just okay. I really enjoyed the smell, but in terms of how they performed on my hair, they were a little bit too heavy. They kind of weighed my hair down a little bit, and so I won't be repurchasing those products. You're going to be seeing those come up in an empties video pretty soon, but because of my experience with the shampoo and conditioner, I thought they were just fine. I probably won't be investing in this one, and this seems like just the type of thing that they would send in a little foil packet sample later on down the line, and so I think I can definitely wait to try that one. Next is something that is not new, but it is a re-release of the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palettes. I missed out on those the first time around. They like came and went in the blink of an eye, and I never even got a chance to appreciate them until they were already in everyone's favorite videos and absolutely sold out. So I did end up picking up 3. I picked the pinky purple one up, and then I picked up pistachio as well as bubblegum, which is the blue one. So I just purchased those and they should be coming to me shortly. You can let me know if you'd like to see me do a video on those, or if there's already enough videos on those on YouTube. I definitely have way more products that I can share with you as well on my channel, but I'm really excited about those. I like the monochromatic kind of palette, and I've heard that the shimmers in those palettes are really great. In general, BH Cosmetics, for an affordable brand, they have a really nice eyeshadow formula, and I have every palette that I have in my collection from BH Cosmetics that I've had a chance to play with, I've actually really enjoyed, so I'm looking forward to getting those in the mail. Apparently there was a restock of the Kylie and Grinch collection, maybe that they got a chance to sell things that they didn't have to replace for damaged products or missing orders or things like that, and they decided to release it for sale, and this collection hurt my feelings. I tried to buy this collection. I thought the eyeshadow palette was nice, but what I really wanted were the shimmer eye glazes. I think that is Kylie's best kept secret. She honestly has some really good products in her line. I really enjoy her concealer, for instance. I think that they're really nice, and I've enjoyed several of her eyeshadow palettes as well, and I tried the shimmer eye glazes when I reviewed a summer collection some time back, and those are so pretty. Definitely on par with the Hourglass Scattered Light eyeshadows or the Marc Jacobs eyeshadows. They're really beautiful potted eyeshadows, and I wanted the 2 from this collection because they have a little bit of green in them. I talked myself out of the palette because I thought it reminded me of the Colourpop, the Mandalorian, or the Child palette. I saw swatches and it looked like the color stories were similar, so I told myself, no, you don't need that, you bought the Colourpop one. But I really did want those shimmer eye glazes, and I was fully prepared to pay for the shipping and everything else because I knew I wasn't going to make the threshold, and everything sold out in like the blink of an eye. So this collection really hurt my feelings. I really wanted those shimmer eye glazes. I thought the collection as a whole was really cute. I did think that she should have released the lipsticks separately because you had to commit to a set of like 6 or 7 lipsticks, and again, right now I don't think lipsticks are the most popular makeup item, but I really wanted those shimmer eye glazes, and with this restock I had no idea it was even happening, so I missed out again. So sad. There is another collection from Colourpop, and this one is called the Wine and Only. It does look to be red wine themed. So the theme is very cohesive. Looks like there's going to be a gel liner, which I already have a gel liner from Colourpop in the red family, which I think is fine. There are some Super Shock shadows that don't look that different from what's in the palette, to be honest. Something from Fourth Rave Beauty and Vino. Looks like some kind of serum, and then one of the shimmering body oils. This reminds me a lot of the Colourpop, I think it was in Carucci collection, one of the very first Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, and I have that one. The color family is so similar, and I honestly didn't enjoy that one that much. The shades just don't look that flattering on my eyes, and so this is an easy pass for me in terms of Colourpop. I have definitely given up on collecting Colourpop palettes because as inexpensive as they are, my bank account can't keep up with them, and since I'm putting myself on a beauty budget, I don't want to blow it on something like this. It looks pretty, the theme. They do a beautiful theme, but it's an easy pass. I definitely have all those shades in my collection already. Next, there's something from GlamLite, and it's a foodie box, and I think that this is the second edition of the foodie box, and it's a chocolate factory version. And they do a theme really cutely as well. I mean, they're very committed to the food theme for sure. All in all, this looks like a very neutral collection, and I'll be very honest, I have eyeshadow palettes from GlamLite. I have the burger, I have a pizza, I have a taco. I haven't used any of them, so I'm not familiar with their formula yet. I even have like a painter palette one. I have no business buying anything else from this brand until I get to trying those out. And then with bundles like this, I think that they are great values in terms of trying out different products from the brand. But again, you have a couple of lip products, an eyeshadow palette, a face palette, some lashes, if it's your first venture into the brand, I think it's a good way to try it because it's only $45 and you get a nice sampling of a variety of the products that they have. This is going to be a pass for me, but I do enjoy when brands fully commit to their themes. I just personally, these are very hard to store. I have a whole shelf in my cabinet there that's dedicated just to GlamLite. Next is something from Artist Couture, and Artist Couture is a brand that has really impressed me. The very first time I was introduced to this brand was through BoxyCharm. I got one of their loose highlighters and I loved it so much. I still have it. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. And it's not that difficult to work with either. I've also tried their lip products. I have one in the shade Saucy Gal, which is beautiful. It's like a mustardy nude and it's really pretty. I really enjoy that one. I have the Supreme Nudes palette, which I reviewed here on my channel. Love that one as well. And then the, what are they called? The little eyeshadow top coats. I can't think of their names right now, but those are beautiful as well. They're a little bit flaky, a little bit harder to work with, but if you press them on with your finger, they give your eyeshadow look like a little added something. So this is their new collection, which is in collaboration with Static John. Personally, I don't know who that is, but I am familiar with the brand itself and it looks really pretty, but this is a colorful palette and the layout of it is kind of reminding me of Hank and Henry. They do all their eyeshadows kind of that in that 9-pan kind of skewed pan format. It looks like there's a highlighter and one of those eye toppers. I have a lot of the eye toppers. The highlighter looks like it might be a little bit too deep for my skin tone. The eyeshadow palette looks pretty, but not anything revolutionary in terms of the color story, and looks very similar to the very first palette that they created actually. It was like a Midnight Maven palette. I would personally prefer that one since it was smaller and then the pans were kind of well organized. The lipstick I think is really pretty. It's a very beautiful rose mauve kind of shade. I think that would flatter absolutely everybody. I think that would look beautiful on anyone. If I were gonna pick one item from this collection, it would be the lip color, but again, lipsticks, masks. Next is something that I did buy, and this was on a whim. I saw the eyeshadow palette on Makeup World News and it was green themed, had a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. I thought it was really pretty. I'm a sucker for a green palette. In hindsight, I really didn't need this, but I bought it already. It's from an indie brand called Game Beauty, and this one is called the Adventure Palette. They've only teased 2 palettes on their website just yet, and the second one hasn't been released yet, so I figured it's a new brand. It's something interesting and something I can try out. It also looks like they have those marble shades, which from the Huda Beauty line, I actually like them. I think that those shimmery shades are really impactful. So we'll see how they are from this indie brand. So again, this is called Game Beauty, and they're, I guess, blending makeup with gaming. Those are the 2 things that they enjoy. And so again, it's a unique theme, and this one looks like kind of like an RPG game kind of theme, and it looks really pretty, and it has green. I couldn't help myself. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that one. I'll definitely haul it, but if you'd like to see a full review, then just let me know in the comments section. Last but not least is something from Midas Cosmetics. I have been very interested in Midas Cosmetics for some time, ever since I saw people rave about their Lemonade palette. I resisted buying the Lemonade palette because I have the Colourpop yellow palette, I forget what it's called, and I really enjoy that one, and that one kind of satisfied my interest in yellow shadows. But I heard that the Midas Cosmetics formula was really, really nice, and then they did a collaboration with another YouTuber, I think Smoky Glow, and it was like all a purple and pink palette, which is really pretty, but it was a larger palette. And this one seems like a really nice way to try out their formula. It's listed as their Artistry Eyeshadow Palette Volume 2, and this one is again green. This one has kind of like a more grungy vibe to it, and it has like mustardy reds and greens, and I think that for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, it's got a really, really interesting color story, and so I'm really curious about this one. I believe that their palettes are really not that expensive, but then with indie brands, the shipping always tacks on something to the price, but this one is really interesting. I'm gonna keep my eye out for that one. This might be my first venture into Midas Cosmetics. It depends on when it's going to release because I'm trying to be mindful of the budget I think I'm imposing on myself, which I think is going to be $250, and I've already blown it this month. Not a good start, but this is really cute. So hopefully it's going to be a permanent product and I can pick it up maybe in January. Those are all the products that I wanted to share in today's video. Definitely tag me on Instagram if you'd like to hear my opinions on anything that you spot. I'll leave my Instagram handle here. It's this just personal beauty lab. As I plan to share these videos a lot more frequently as part of my beauty budget, I can definitely monitor what I'm spending my money on, and kind of chit-chatting with you helps me determine whether or not this is something that I want to invest my money on. Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you did enjoy this one, don't forget that big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you subscribe, and I would love to have you join me in a future video. That's everything for me today. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing really well enjoying the holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you really, really soon on my next one. Bye-bye.